We were picking berries at old Aunt Mary's when I picked a blushing bride. As we rode home together, I just wondered whether I could win you forever if I tried. Then at love's suggestion, I popped the question and asked you to be mine. From your kisses, I knew you picked me when I picked you in berry picking time. I found a berry bush when I was coming home last night. It brought back all those bygone days to me, when you and I went berry picking many, many years ago, upon that country lane so far away. How well do I remember that day when first we met. I love you still and always will, I never will forget. We were picking berries at old Aunt Mary's when I picked a blushing bride. As we rode home together, I just wondered whether I could win you forever if I tried. Then at love's suggestion, I popped the question and asked you to be mine. From your kisses, I knew you picked me when I picked you in berry picking time.
Forever.
That's where I started in Teachers Credit Union, 1950.
I joined the credit union in 1955 after I married my husband, Florence Mentor, who was already a member of the credit union and working for North Texas State University.
My family has been a member of the Denton Area Teachers Credit Union since, really since 1961, but we have the same number that we had when we came back in 1966. When the credit union was on Fry Street, and we would walk in and find Harold Ramey, and he would greet everybody personally because he knew everybody.
Dad was teaching at the university, and the building over here across the street on Mulberry Street was a brand new building back in 62 or 63, and Mother brought all 4 of the children in with the minimum deposit, which I believe at the time was only $5 instead of $25, and we opened our accounts, and I guess as they say, the rest is history.
In early 70s, I established an account with DATCU with $5. Don't have much more than that now.
My husband and I moved to Denton in 1976. He was a coach for Denton High School, and we chose to be members of the Denton Credit Union. At that time, that's what we called it, instead of DATCU.
I joined Denton Area Teachers Credit Union in 1976, the year I got out of graduate school and was hired on with Denton ISD.
Harold Ramey, way back when, and you all probably don't even know him, but he was very involved here. And he was one of our early on friends, and he and his family.
We joined the credit union somewhere in the early 1970s. At that time, of course, we were kind of limited to who would join. So my wife started working for the Independent School District, and right away we joined. And I've been happy.
You know, it was my pleasure when we moved to Denton in 1977 to look for a financial institution that my wife Valdeva and I were very pleased with. And the one that we selected was Denton Area Teachers Credit Union, DATCU.
We started banking over here when I worked at the Denton State School. And, you know, they were accepting Title I people. At first, just only people that had teachers' certificates good. And that's how we started working, banking over here.
I know we've been a member for since the early 90s.
We always feel good. We go into a DATCU branch. Everybody's friendly and anxious to serve us and help us with whatever our needs may be.
True to each other, true as the skies above, it was her man.
I remember one time I wanted a new Oldsmobile, and I went and picked it out, and I called the credit union, and I talked to Deanne, I believe it was, and I said, Deanne, I want this new car. She said, oh, you do? She said, how much is it? And I said, it's $18,000. And I said, and she said, and I said, and I don't want to make a down payment. I just want you to buy it for me. She said, go pick it out. And so I did. And so that's just kind of reminiscent of all of the things that have happened to me with the credit union.
Well, when I transferred here to North Texas, I happened to take an English class from Dr. Craig. Dr. Craig had started, I guess he started it before I knew it, but they were on Fry Street with the Teachers Credit Union. And he convinced me that I needed to borrow some money and so I could create my loan, you know. And so I borrowed $50, and he said, put it in savings and for 6 months, and then in 3 months, come pay it off. And I thought, well, I'm not going to use it. But anyway, I paid, I was actually going to do it because Dr. Craig was my English teacher, and I wasn't very good in English, so I wanted to pass, so I did it. And then he said, you have to do it 3 times to build up credit. So that's what I did.
Well, there is one teller, her name is Tina Miller, who always cringes when I come in because she always asks me, or used to ask me, for our password. Our password is from a piece of literature, and I never give my password to the teller because, in the first place, it's a password. I'll not be telling people what it is. In the second place, they got it on the screen right in front of them. But Tina would persist, need to know your password, and so I would quote from some other portion of the piece of literature, and she would have to run over it in her mind to figure out exactly what my password is, until she learned. Now she knows, of course. Now she will not allow me to give her my password. I try now, and she won't do it. No, just leave me alone. I'll give you what you want. Just don't do that.
And I appreciate that willingness to work with me on our personal home, as well as some other investments that we've done over the years. We became members when the credit union was located over on Sycamore Street, and then they moved over here and then into the administration building to the north of us. I wouldn't bank any place else. I wouldn't give it any thought. I've always been pleased here and have always been satisfied.
I am as old as this bank. We're the same age. I love telling that. And that's the truth. We're the same age. I think it was established August 36, 1936. My birthday is September 28, 1936. So it's only a month older than I am. And that's the real truth.
In 1982, Glenda Simmons, who was on the board of directors of DATCU, asked if I would be interested in serving on the board, and I said absolutely. So I've had the fortunate opportunity to share with other members of the board of DATCU for going on 29 years now to assist the members of our operation to have one of the finest financial institutions in the area.
I'd like to tell you about the first person to make an impression on us when we started banking here was a woman by the name of Heather Jernigan. And Heather helped us when we came into the main branch, and then we decided to move south and get into a smaller home. And I always told Heather that she followed us down to the South Teasley area because she was then a part of that bank office, and we were always very happy to see her. And we got the opinion that she was always very happy to see us. She helped us with a lot of our investments and got some good advice from her.
We had car trouble up in the Amarillo area several years ago, as a matter of fact. We called the credit union and asked them to bail us out, and they did, and that cemented our relationship.
I don't know what I can say about the Denton Area Teachers Credit Union because they have become a part of my family. Anything that I wanted, whether it was a car, a Christmas loan, to go on a trip, or whatever it was, DATCU was always there and continues to be there for me.
You know, they've been really great for me and everyone else that's ever dealt with them. But I don't think I've ever been where I felt like they weren't doing something for me. They let me know what to do, and I would usually do it. So,
I enjoyed it so much because people were friendly. They always worked with us. That when we couldn't, get accounts for our children, I opened an account for them. And I was asking my daughters, and it's been about 30 years ago. They had their accounts when they were teenagers, and they still have them.
And what was very impressive to me is as they grew, they got bigger, yet that friendliness was always there. A lot of people, when they go from small to big, they don't know you anymore, And that's what was really impressive to me. They always remain the people they were from the very beginning.
And we have been so much a part of this credit union for so many years now. And whenever we moved here, we invested our $5 to be a part of this, and it was the best investment we've ever made. And it also has the personal touch of so many of our former students from Denton High School who were gym students in class and also helped me in the office. But I just am so proud to be a member of Denton Credit Union.
We've had accounts here ever since, and as of this past Monday, we now have 4 generations of accounts, as my older sister has a grandchild who now has his very own account here at DATCU.
I've had nothing but positive experiences with DATCU. They financed my house and other loans that we've taken out over the years.
This is my primary banking. I opened my first checking account here, and I have my savings. And I love the people. I have always had a positive experience. If I need a short-term loan, walk in, walk out, pleasant. So this is my bank, and I'm very proud.
And we have appreciated such an excellent business management. Have always done so well. And
we were in the real estate business for years, which is a kind of fluctuation of the needs for money. You can't always say, well, we got to have this much every month, because it don't work that way. But with credit union's help, we have to worry about that.
DATCU is the place to trade. It's a great bank. I wouldn't trade it. You can get anything done at DATCU that you can at any other bank. And it's close to home. It's close to where I live.
And compared to a large bank or a bank in general, they're just night and day better. The personal service is great, and still know everybody after all these years, and just really appreciate all the good service. And
my wife and I are very happy that DATCU is a part of our community, and we certainly appreciate the participation that they seem to have in the city of Denton and the surrounding area.
I intend to continue to place my savings here as long as I live, and even though the picture may show that I'm a little older, I still expect to be around for some time.
We have a policy that what we would like to do is to have this credit union be a one that provides all the services necessary so the person can do their financial planning with one stop, and that's where we are. I have an opportunity to serve as chairman of the board for 5 times, and I've also served as the chairman of the Budget and Compensation Committee for over 20 years. It is a pleasure and an honor for me to be able to serve you, the members of this credit union.
Baby, please don't go and leave me here. You know it's cold out here.
And I'd like to congratulate the credit union on 75 years. That's fantastic.
Congratulations on the 75th anniversary of DATCU.
We all want to wish the credit union a happy 75th anniversary.
Yep. Celebrating 75 years to the credit union. Great job.
I'd like to take the opportunity to congratulate DATCU on 75 years in business. Every time I come in, I'm spoken to on a first-name basis, and they treat me as if I'm their only customer.
And both my wife, Elaine, and I wish congratulations on this first 75 years of serving this community, and I just hope that our relationship with them and their relationship with the community of Denton will continue.
I do congratulate the management here. I am satisfied that they've rendered the same kind of excellent service to all of the depositors. And as I said, I intend to be around for a lot longer, and I know they will be also.
And it was hard to believe when I heard that it was 75 years they've been in Denton this long. Wow, that is really something. And that could only be accomplished to great service. And that's why I congratulate them on the service that they offer to people. I have a lot of friends that come here and they all say the same thing. They're always very friendly, always welcome you. Plus they have some good popcorn. On Fridays.
And I would like to say congratulations to the members, congratulations to the executive staff, congratulations to the staff, and to the board of directors for a marvelous 75 years providing our clients in this particular financial institution with the finest services available. Thank you so much.
I hope they have another 75 years. I won't be there to see it, but I hope they have another 75. And I'm glad I saw the growth from Fry Street to here and everywhere else that they have places that they help people. It was really a place that a teacher could get some help.
But we wish DATCU well, may they have 75 more wonderful years in this, to serve this city of Denton. I think it's such a wonderful establishment, and we're glad that we could have been a part of it.
I would like to say many hearty congratulations to DATCU on their 75th anniversary. I'm so proud to be a member.
Congratulations, DATCU, for 75 years. Great day, great time, great bank. Glad to be a customer.
I'd just like to take this opportunity to congratulate DATCU on their 75th anniversary. Having been a member here for the past 48 years, it's been very interesting to watch the organization grow without losing its personal touch. It's the one thing I enjoy about being a DATCU customer.
I would like to congratulate the Denton Area Teachers Credit Union for their 75 years of wonderful service to its customers.
I'm Dale Kimball, President and CEO of DATCU. Been here for about 10 years now. One of the first things that struck me when I came to town 10 years ago was anytime someone asked me where I was working, I told them DATCU, I got a big smile. I asked them if they knew about the credit union, said absolutely. It is a wonderful institution. We're members and we love what you all do in the community. 10 years later, when I go out in the community, I still get the same smiles. I still get the same comments that DATCU is a wonderful place, providing great service. We love the credit union. We love everything that you do in the community. We're so proud of our employees here that they're involved in so many different community and nonprofit activities with the schools and Salvation Army and just a sundry of different things. We believe in giving back to the community. The community has been so good to the credit union. I really think that John Denver had it right. Almost heaven, DATCU Credit Union. It's a great place. I'm very proud to be associated with it. And happy birthday on DATCU's 75th anniversary.